First blood.
Your middle tower is falling.
You think Kaka knew I stole his rum?
Hey, watch my head!
Hey, little buddy, it's in the bag!
XBet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO. Casino and live dealers. Highest payouts. 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Everything's better with Scepter. Oh, yeah!
Radiant victory.
Best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO. Casino and live dealers. Highest payouts. 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on XBet.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the Prodota Cup by Smashcast TV. We have a beautiful game between the guys at Happy Feet and New Beginning. It's going to be the third game of the series, which should have been played days ago, but instead is being played today due to some scheduling issues with slight delay, as you know these games tend to happen because we delay the game for you, but you will make sure to come in late anyway, even though you planned this days ahead. But that's not the point. Happy Feet and New Beginning are duking it out in the last game of their best of three to decide who can remain and who will leave tournament. We have the same situation happening in just over 30 minutes between two other teams as well. So Happy Feet and New Beginning will be leading us in this whole best of three fashion. Let's see who can win that last game. Of course, we're up here for the Prodota Cup, which is a tournament that's sponsored by XBet. Without them, this tournament would not be possible, so do go check out their website and use an €100 deposit in the form of writing a Bounty X code, and that way you get a €100 deposit for free, so you can bet on your favorite Prodota Cup teams with the most favorable odds and the highest payouts. That said, guys, before we get into the draft, my name is D Swordfish. I'll be your caster for today. Let's get right into it. Sadly, you'll be getting started with an 110 second pick time less pick time because they came so late, so you know it's their own fault really here. They start out with the Earth Spirit, Disruptor, Magnus, Anti-Mage. So Disruptor weak laner, Earth Spirit much stronger. They have a lot of catch really in the form of these two heroes. and Magnus Anti-Mage combination in addition to some hero to secure the mid lane. So the whole idea here is certainly Anti-Mage can do well or badly, doesn't really matter. The point is Magnus will save you in the mid game regardless. You have a mid laner that will create a lot of space for the Anti-Mage with the help of the Earth Spirit to win the lane. Seems like a pretty standard lineup, but you know, go for the Magnus Anti-Mage combo. Not the most common thing. I like it. Happy Feet here, on the other hand, they pick up Ancient Apparition, Necrophos, Sanking, and Sven. So it seems to be a Necrophos here in the off-lane position, which is fine for the most part, but either offlane or mid, I suppose. I don't. Yeah, it really doesn't matter which one it is. The Sven really good here to stop the anti-mage in general, able to out-farm him and also to destroy him easily. With the Ancient Apparition Sanking combination, you have enough damage to murder most everything in New Beginning, and they don't have much to counter you with. Oh, get back in this. Let this works. There it is. Yeah, and then this new screen sometimes bugs itself out. So, New Beginning, what else do they need? They need a mid laner, and they want to ban the Bandomancer. The idea is going to be a Pugna here for the mid lane. A pretty fantastic hero against the Sven, and can stop the Necrophos as well with his life drain. I kind of like it. The Ancient Apparition doesn't deal too much damage to it due to his low HP pool, makes the Ice Blast Shatter not so likely to happen. And even though the Epicenter can be very powerful, Pugna does have one of the highest movement speeds in the game, allowing him to almost evade the Epicenter by just purely juking around it. Now, Happy Feet, what are they going to pick up? They either need a mid laner or an off laner, or perhaps a support, depending on where the Ancient Apparition or the Sanking is going to be played. If you're going to run the mid lane, honestly, the Puck would have been a great pickup here. You can always think now about someone like, for example, the Queen of Pain. The Queen of Pain is also a potential pickup here in favor of Happy Feet, because the Queen of Pain here does deal a lot of damage and can deal with the Pugna easily. It's going to be a Lina instead, the other hero that can also deal with a Pugna easily, but who doesn't need that sustained damage over time, but rather much more of direct damage that can kill you in a couple seconds. I do like that. I do like the Lina pickup in the end. I think it gives you a lot of late game potential as well, in addition to extra catch for your team, and that extra catch is certainly useful to have, because of a variety of reasons, but mainly the fact that, well, you are playing against an anti-mage. You want to have a way to deal with him if he does get out of control. Lightstrike Array helps you with that. Lina could always go for an Orchid as well, which is pretty powerful against an anti-mage for obvious reasons, and the Bloodthorn translates very well to Lina's playstyle. She's not particularly weak against Death Prophet. Not against Death Prophet, against Earth Spirit. She's not a Death Prophet, like I was thinking in my head, but she is a pretty good hero to stop in the kind of aggression Earth Spirit can bring out by just being aggressive herself with the Lightstrike Array, Laguna Blade plus Dragon Slave combo, able to kill the Pugna probably with that simple combo. So the Pugna is certainly going to rely a lot in this game on the Netherward, of course, and the Lina herself is going to rely here more on trying to kill him before the Netherlord comes out, utilizing her extra range to try to accomplish that. Don't really know what team I favor, frankly. I think both teams are pretty even. I like New Beginning synergy, but I think Happy Feet have been better counter picks with the Sven and the Lina picked up last. Not the biggest fan, to be honest, of Necrophos in the offlane. I like him more as a carry position, but I like him better in the offlane than in the mid. So I'm glad SCA is not playing like the Europeans were, or actually a while ago SCA was the same. And just pick a Necrophos, put him anywhere, he's an OP. I don't know, man. I think Necrophos was super OP because of the whole carry thing. So I don't. Well, I like the fact that they decided to run him in the offlane and run a much stronger mid laner in the form of Lee. Also because Necrophos suffers a lot against Pugna, so that's another point. But that's beyond the point. It is Yamate's Pugna though. What if not his best hero? I'm pretty sure at this point we can establish that it is his best hero. And that is definitely not something to be taken lightly. Because Pugna is a hero that actually takes a lot of skill to be able to master. It's a really complex hero, the form that he's not really played like many other heroes. He's not the most straightforward hero to be playing, really, because your positioning is super important. Usage of your superior movement speed, which we already see. I mean, he does have a Smoke of Deceit on him, but he does have a really, really high natural movement speed, which Pugna needs to take advantage of, or else he's screwed over, of course. And on top of that, the usage of Nether Blasts, or for example, the effective usage of Life Drain or Decapify, they're all skills that are easy to miss, or easy to misuse, rather. So, strong Pugna can never be underestimated. He has the snowball potential to win this game, and is a particularly strong counter to a hero like Sven, who will have a hard time dealing with him. I wonder if they can kill this anti-mage in the bottom lane. Jules is already preparing himself for this. KYXY walks right by him. However, it is a dangerous position to be in, Jules, because the enemy team could still rotate here. However, you don't want to have a level 1 engagement against an ancient apparition. They know this, and they will instead rotate to the top lane now that they have all this information. I think it's definitely the right choice. They can still get a kill if they kill, for example, Rappy in a bad position. It does seem, by the way, that Happy Feet are not going for offlane Necrophos traditionally, but rather going for a safe lane Necrophos, leave him alone, and have the rest of their team form an aggressive tri-lane with Sven. So Yamate still takes the rune, but of course Rappy, Sven, and Alina all take runes on their side, so they already get a lead of around 200 gold lead just simply by taking better bounty runes because the incursion took too long by a new beginning. Well, let's see if this is gonna translate into an early game domination for Happy Feet, especially in this mid lane, or if it is not gonna matter too much. Yamate here being harassed by Sanking, early burst strike, Dragon Slave as well. No need to use it actually. Lina's just gonna try to secure some last hits and deny a couple things. Ben-Hur, they missed the rolling boulder onto him. Felix Xiao is not gonna be able. Felix Xiao, by the way. Felix Xiao, I think, yeah. Can't get that kill, but they might be able to kill Magnus at the bottom lane. NGM, very low on HP, trying to use the trees for cover. Is going to be successful in doing so. Jesse Vesh will not be able to get the kill on the top lane, though. Disruptor might not be so lucky. If you getting away, but one last hit from the Necrophos will ensure this kill and cure Rappy pretty much back to full HP with that Sadist bonus. Actually, not that much. I forget that's only level 1. But it's still a pretty good kill. First blood for Necrophos, and they are helping Rappy to become a more relevant carry. So I like that. Sven in the bottom lane is also doing a good job of harassing the Magnus. Overall, Happy Feet have much stronger lanes, which is something that we didn't really consider. But yeah, that's a very good point to consider it in, because even though Yamate might be very powerful on the Pugna, and you could have a bit of a snowball potential, you can't have space or really snowball potential if your enemy team is winning the lane. And imagine as well, the anti-mage was here against the Sven as it was, planned originally. He would have been screwed completely. The anti-mage is deciding to tri-lane against a Necrophos who's a hero who can't deal too much damage to him. I mean, you have the aura, but that's pretty much it, as your death pulses barely can deal damage to KYXY, and it costs too much mana to abuse constantly in lane like you would like to do on Necrophos. And let's say this, sometimes on Necrophos is actually counterproductive because you get a last hit and you get enough mana for the anti-mage to deal just a bit of damage more and kill you again. And in that, oh, we actually just saw Felix Xiao coming in and destroying Jules with the rolling boulder. Simple kill, apparently. Here in the top lane, Rappy is aiming for a kill against KYXY. If you also putting himself in a dangerous position. Careful though, because this could easily mean the death of any of them, with these two support combo being the Disruptor and Earth Spirit. Not the most damage, but definitely a ton of catch. Hard for you to run away from them. At least the Pugna is doing very well himself. Yamate is quite happy with the situation here in the mid lane, forcing Ben-Hur already out. That their Trepify is so powerful that the blast hits him. Last strike away though, stops Yamate. No more mana for the Dragon Slave, but look at Ben-Hur go, just with the auto attacks, almost destroying poor little Pugna from behind. Felix Xiao thinking of rolling bouldering in perhaps, but he is no salve, nope. What's the point of this? Felix Xiao just walking around. Think if there's a ward here, does see it. That's gonna be if you give Yamate a tango, or no, he already has a tango. He can eat the ward for extra gold. They do get the kill on the Magnus in the bottom lane. Yamate again, Trepify, no Nether Blast this time. Not gonna use it just yet. And he pretend like he doesn't know the ward is here. What's the purpose of that? The purpose of that, Yamate? Eat the ward. There it is. Yeah, good. Good. That's extra regen. In the top lane though, if you caught out alone and destroyed, simple auto attacks by Alina. What game after this, for people asking, is going to be Lorem Ipsum versus Young Minds. Last game of the best of 3 as well, similar to how we're doing this game, because of, again, another scheduling issue. Now, ooh, YJ here. They're trying to tango for a kill, but it's very hard to do so because YG, sorry, not YG, is very, very tanky on this Sven, and the Ancient Apparition can also easily punish you with Cold Feet or even a simple Chilling Touch, which forces you away. Ben-Hur's gonna try to go for this room, but they're predicting this perfectly. Yamate still has an empty bottle anyway. Rolling Boulder might find Ben-Hur, but no, he denies that room before they can actually stop him. Boulder Smash. At least Lina will go down. Ben-Hur, they have vision over her, so one last hit by Yamate will do the trick, getting the kill himself. That's pretty good in favor of Young Minds here. Getting a bit more gold on that Pugna, despite the fact that he's the only farmed hero here, and this enemy is starting to fall behind, with Sven keeping himself up to par with the Pugna's farming speed. That's very important. Oh. As the Sven, it has to beat the anti-mage essentially, so keeping up to par with the Pugna essentially means that you will have your BKB at a decent timing and you won't be so bothered by him. Because Pugna can really only affect Sven with the Decrepify, and I guess to some degree the Life Drain, but Sven should be able to blow him up as long as he doesn't have Decrepify on him. Even allows Sven a bit more versatility if he does have a lot of early gold by going for the Fusel Blade or something like that. And oh, there's the stun. The Stormhammer stopping Magnus entirely. He's frozen solid. Jesse Vash might die as well, and it's going to be a kill for a kill as two supports rotate here, try to help out their Magnus, but it's only going to be in an offensive manner. Meanwhile, in the top lane, KYXY takes away the mana from Sand King's Burst. Like Rappy's still around, but no Reaper Scythe. In the mid lane, Life Drain destroying Ben-Hur. Life Strike Array finally comes out. Not enough mana for Laguna's Blade. Ben-Hur about to go down. One more auto attacking. Yamate gets that kill. He even outruns the Cold Feet. Due again to his superior movement speed. Yamate getting a solo kill and even forcing a rotation in that mid lane. Very well played, as we've seen. But as we've commented in the draft, and I expected from Yamate, this Pugna is becoming a threat, and they're having a really hard time dealing with him right now. As he does actually counter the Lina to some degree. That Life Drain is very powerful and requires much less mana usage than the Lina, who needs Laguna's Blade, which is double the mana pretty much. 225, 280, it's a bit more than double. And on top of that, Ben-Hur is a bit lower on gold anyway, so he doesn't have the items that Pugna might have, which include in this case an Arcane Boots are so very valuable for Yamate to be able to spam spells as much as he wants. Now they force the Ancient Apparition to stay in this mid lane, which means the Sven will not have such an easy time, and the Magnus now has a bit of leeway, a bit of breathing space against Sven, even if it's with Shockwaves or just with the Overpower, or the Empower, sorry. He's able to at least take a couple last hits off the Sven and ensure that he has a Blink Dagger at least at a decent timing, if not a good one himself, because he can still recover. Now the top lane though, they're trying to go on Rappy. The Ghost strategy was a bit too early. They still have the Glimpse and the Kinetic Field. Glimpse him back, Kinetic Field right on the edge, but the Anti-Mage will die first. Reaper Sight destroying him, and they want to go for more. Felix Yao being destroyed by the Caustic Finale. Second kill for Rappy, who's gonna now heal insanely thanks to the Sadist. Burst Strike now used. Disruptor, the third kill of this engagement, and Rappy just goes ham on the enemy team. This Necrophos is unkillable, destroying first the carry, then two supports, and healing back up to full during that whole engagement. Yamate rotating now, trying to find Rappy. He does get him with the Decrepify. Now the Life Drain. Rappy taking a lot of damage, but not getting destroyed, and Yamate just wasted the rotation for absolutely nothing, as in the bottom lane, Happy Feet looking to do the same again by killing the Magnus and the Cold Feet Stormhammer combo. That's why the rotation of the AA comes here to begin with. Let's see if they're going to be successful though. Seems a bit hard to kill the Magnus right now, considering his positioning. Airspeed actually rotates back to the top lane. Now I'm going to look at the levels. He's the lowest level out of all of them. Jules, almost level 4. And the Ancient Apparition, I believe, is also almost level 5. And the Ancient Apparition as well is almost level 5. So that is going to be a very under-leveled Earth Spirit as the game progresses. You really are going to rely on that Magnus a bit more. You want that magical damage to add to you, and really the only person that's winning the lane right now, only person that's winning the game right now, it's Yamate. How much can you rely on a Pugna? How much effect can a Pugna have in a team fight, even with good items? I think it's definitely a debatable question. As well, it's just a fucking Pugna. You know, you can't even beat the Sven. If he finds you're still dead, Rolling Boulder misses, but at least they hit him with a Boulder Smash. Rappy now being decrepified, but he still has the Ghost Shard to survive some of the damage. Here comes Jules, wants to get a kill. Reaper Scythe available. Felix Yao. Whoa, no! Life Drain saving him last second. Yamate actually ensuring the teammate survives at least for a couple more seconds. Rolling Boulder this time will not be stopped. They don't just have to block it. They know the Pugna's around, but Yamate will be able to TP just in time. While all this is happening in the bottom lane, at least Happy Feet take another kill into the Magnus, but it's really just that. a simple kill against the Magnus. Where Happy Feet, I mean, they waste a lot of time for the Pugna in the top lane, ensuring that Sven can now beat him in terms of farm. Sven is really close to getting the Mask of Madness, with only 900 gold away from it. Oh, sorry. He does have it, so yeah, he has the gold enough for quarterstaff, so he has the Mask of Madness as soon as the courier wants to bring it to him. And they've already managed to stop the Anti-Mage's farm considerably, to the point where he's been forced into an Iron Talon build, and maybe even skipping the treads, which are so very valuable for the Anti-Mage early. Now the RP could use to commit it on the Sven, pushing him back with his Q, Bullsman as well, and Coldfeet starting to trigger the Stormhammer as well. They try to freeze the Magnus in place, and they will be successful in doing so. That Warcry is saving the Sven from all the damage. He's going to TP in time. The creep sees him, but they don't actually react to it, as they have no way of stopping him from TPing away. I guess you could have just shockwaved. Well, I guess they didn't think the creep aggro was successful yet. He just TP'd right in their faces. This Sven more than happy to go back home, take the Mask of Madness, and go back now to the lane. As the Necrophos himself is also becoming really farmed with a Veil of Discord to his name to amplify Alina's damage to some degree, ensuring that her her poverty or her lack of items does not affect him too much as the game progresses. Of course, you also have the factor here that the Alina is also enabled now to go for some more, well, I guess Bloodstone will be the first item, or maybe even Yosef, some more of those utility items. To the Veil of Discord really does give you that much utility, or that much versatility. And Magnus will just barely survive the Shatter. It was like 70, I believe. Is it 11%? 10%, yeah. So since he's actually at 1,000, it's easy to calculate. Around 80 HP away from dying. Unfortunate. Rappy himself also gives the Alina a lot of space, essentially. Because as opposed to Alina trying to create a lot of space for your Sven, in this situation, Rappy can do the same by participating in teamfights very early and trying to utilize that Veil of Discord with his really good stats and, of course, that insane amount of damage upgrade to get kills early on. And as a result, Alina is not forced to be that aggressive with Alina. She can pretend, or she can try to do a bit more of that farming, which of course she wants to do in general. Try to get those items back. And the Necrophos participate much more in team fights, which allows Ben-Hur to maybe even get some Bloodstone charges, as Rappy is pretty much a guaranteed kill early on. He's also going to go for a bit more utility for survivability purposes. It does seem like the Cloak is the first option into a Hooded Defiance, perhaps a Pipe as well. Rappy will definitely benefit from that. I think against the Pugna, you want to really stop the main hero in terms of damage right now. And the Shockwave also, stopping that is actually not a joke. You know, the Shockwave deals a considerable amount of damage as the game progresses with 300 damage. It's a lot, it's a good move. And it's easy to use on multiple heroes, so that Pipe can really help you in that regard. Of course, the Hooded Defiance. He already has level 10, so that extra 40 damage is his, and that allows him to last it much more efficiently under the tower. Of course, deal much more physical damage as well. Now, Ben-Hur is going to, he himself, try to rotate. Has a haste room in his possession. Soul Ring as well, so he can at least use Laguna's Blade plus like Dragon Slave at the very least. A Light Strike Array. Hard to kill the Magnus though. Also, the fact that Ben-Hur went for Face Boots, this again, it shows the confidence they have in their team, because Face Boots definitely will delay her Bloodstone pickup. But look at her. She's actually recovered completely from the early game. Now matching Mr. Yamate's gold. Essentially, his gold per minute. Her gold per minute is actually higher than his because he got a bit more net worth in the beginning. And Anti-Mage still crushed 13 minutes in. Naked Battle Fury still not completed. Now going for the treads just to add some farming speed, I think, to him. Of course, with the Iron Talon delaying that Battle Fury considerably, even though it does help him farm the jungle, you know, you can't rely. I mean, you have an Iron Talon now, and you have to rely on the Empower for a long time before the Battle Fury comes out. It's still going to take a while for this to essentially complete. So. And then on the top lane, Reaper side, and they find the poor Yamate, and with the Plague, or with the Nether Ward, easy double kill. The top lane, Rappy with the Hooded Defiance, pretty confident, starting to hit the tower. That extra 40 damage really helping him push a bit as well. If you only has a Stunning Storm, there's the Veil of Discord, which actually hit If You without him knowing it. Arcane Boots finally completing the Magnus, and the difference by that way now is 7k. It's pretty insane with only 4. I mean, there's only 9 kills. There's only a difference of 5 kills. It's not that big a deal, but I suppose he just farms so much faster. I mean, the Sven, I think he's taking stacks now. Yeah, look at those ancient stacks. Yo! Those ancient stacks is giving the Sven a ridiculous amount of farming potential. And with that, the Sven, Blink Dagger, Mask of Madness to his name. But he'll be able to take, with the stack, what is his next item? BKB, I suppose? Straight up, there's no need for anything else. You can go for some sort of traditional item in the form of Echo Saver or Sergeant Yasha. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He's considering it. I don't think either one is a good idea. Soccer is definitely not necessary. I think BKB here against the Pugna is just choice, right? RP, I guess, still finds you, but what do you care about the RP? You have to concern yourself with some more important issues in this situation, like, you know, the Pugna himself. And now, go back again. 8k lead this time. Thanks to his Sven farming all these stacks. He even gets a couple of the normal stacks. Thanks to that God's Strength, taking advantage of it completely. Not bad, not bad. It seems to be going for a Soccer rest, which I hope is not the case. Where is the Lina? How far is she away from the Bloodstone? She decided to go for phase, which was, again, like I mentioned earlier, it delays your Bloodstone usage. But once you get it, you know, you're still gonna be able to get a couple kills easily, considering how the team is going. And oh, YG has more stacks. Never mind, I was wrong about this. He just constantly taking stacks. Boom, 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 boom. And Jules comes into the shrine. YG wants to kind of, yeah, heal himself, but also hit the Ancients. Clever choice. It doesn't really matter. He's almost at full health. Mask of Madness will keep him up. There it is. Goodbye, Ancients. More Ancients here as YG prepares his perfect Warcry to add some armor to him. Just wondering why that Ancient Thunderhide is not joining in. They do get a kill in the mid lane, but they might punish Jules as a result. Oh no, he's right out of kinetic field. Geomagnetic Grip, not good enough to stop him. And no, he seems to be finally going for the BK. Thank Christ. Bloodstone almost in Lina's possession. He's like 100 gold away. And now she has it. Great, Benher. Just needs to go buy the Sacred Shop and we'll grab it. Jules already has his Blink Dagger, actually enough gold for it, whereas the Earth Spirit, no Force Staff to be seen or anything of the sort, only an Earnest Shadow to start a similar position to be in. Magnus himself does not have his Blink Dagger either due to his Arcane Boots usage, or choice to go for Arcane Boots, not usage. And I mean, the Senki I suppose went for Tranquils, which is 400 gold less, so if you think about it, Thanking is actually beating the Magnus in terms of net worth, which is horrendous. He also went for a Soul Ring, of course, which is the preferred item on offlaners nowadays. I like it, but I think delaying your Arcane Boots for a simple Soul Ring is a quite expensive item. I don't know if that was the case, especially if you're going to go for Arcane Boots right after. Usually it's Soul Ring into Blink Dagger, rather than just Soul Ring or Arcane Boots as well. They're going to stun out the Anti-Mage, and easy kill. YG barely has to break a sweat for this. They do use the God's Strength, but this can be used to take the tower as well, so it's a double usage here. And he goes for the 8 stat stuff. Pretty useful skill. A lot of armor, a bit of intelligence, or sorry, a bit of armor, a bit of intelligence, a bit of attack speed, and a bit of damage. And Netherward are to be used down. The Stormhammer will only stun this Disruptor. YG, careful. He's been decapitated, pulled back with a glimpse in the kinetic field. He might go down. Life Drain taking away all his HP. YG will not survive this. It's going to be a carry for a carry here at the top lane, and no tower to be taken down. In fact, this tower will most likely be denied by Yamate, who comes in with a double damage rune and wants to show it off. The Aetherland's also very useful at ensuring long range sacrifice, but Happy Feet have managed to recover completely on this Lina, who now has a Bloodstone. Is going to go straight up for the ganking Lina with a Shadow Blade, going to be her next item. She's not too far off it, honestly, just what, 1100 gold away, now 1000 gold away. Barely. Yamate, gonna be stunned. The Cold Feet, it will trigger as the Ice Blast hits him. Poor Yamate gonna keep himself frozen. The Epicenter destroying him, and that Earthquake will ensure that Pugna does not live to see another day. Rod of Athos completed right before he died. That's good, as the Pugna does not lose much gold there, I'm pretty sure, or any gold at all. I mean, it does say he lost gold, but I'm not sure how accurate that is. However, Happy Feet will be taking a bit of gold off him. And that's 2 supports pretty much only committing. I mean, they did commit both their ultimates, but no big deal there. As Epicenter and Ice Blast are not particularly the highest cooldown ultimates in the world. 110 seconds for Epicenter, I think, a bit more considerable, but it is just a support ultimate here. And the Anti-Mage, minute 18. Naked Battle Fury, still not completed. He even went for this kind of treads. He's not really sure if he wanted to finish treads or not, because he just has to get his Battle Fury so desperately. And the Empower, I mean, he hasn't empowered this team, but he's still not utilizing it to his full advantage, because he can't. He just doesn't have enough damage. No treads makes it so Anti-Mage really lacks damage. Those treads are a huge power boost in the early game, frankly. You see a slight, Geomantic Grip finds a Necrophos. Felix Xiao been harassed by that auto attack range, which is insane from the Lena, but surviving. Rappy and him now start attacking this tower. Nether Blast that will stop it. The Stormhammer from behind finds a Disruptor. No more Static Storm. If you barely surviving it, there's a Static Storm with an RP into the kinetic field. But the Magus has been stunned out, and Sven has decided to flatten him out. As Felix Xiao also goes down. Only Yamada survives here, but the Reaper side will ensure that it's not the case. It's gonna be a quad kill here. Is that a thing? The 4 kills here in favor of Happy Fate. With Anti-Mage, the only surviving member, because he was farming his Battle Fury, which is finally completed, but they're gonna start threatening their Drax. They have a 14k lead anyway, 20 minutes in. Rappy and YG can take down this tier 3 easily. Let's see if they can bring down some Rags as well. The Pug is not back for 40 seconds. They have no RP or Static Storm, only a Magnetize. That's the ultimate in their... That's the only ultimate in their arsenal. Only tool they can use. Oh, at least a Skewer. Nope, that's a bad Skewer. And Jay almost died because of that. Luckily, they had no catch for him, but that's going to be at least a later Rags going down, and definitely some Shurines also being taken away. At least the Battle Fury is finally completed on the Anti-Mage. But how fast can you outfarm a Sven at this point with all the stacks he's been taking this whole game, in addition to now those buildings being taken down? They're very close to that 1k gold lead per minute, which is the golden lead essentially, because nobody beats it. There's very few teams that have ever beat that golden lead of 1k gold per minute. Now, here in this mid lane, we're seeing a bit of an aggression from Young Minds, hoping to at least kill YG. This seems to be the case. He's too far away. Rod of Atos is going to be the next item here, onto the Necrophos. Racer, Rod of Atos, not too far off. Not too far off. YG will be taking a couple more stacks though. Stalker almost his name in the bottom lane. KYXY about to go down just to bend her damage. Can they get him with Last Striker raid? Will not find him. He didn't suspect the blink into TP. Could have tried, but of course, nobody expects that, which is why you can do it. Actually, that's quite clever. So you TP immediately because you think he's blinking away again and again and again, and it turns out, nope, joke's on you. He's just staying there and blinking right in front of your face. Now, they want to... I don't know if this is an attempt to Roshan or what. The scan actually just detected them. They saw Pugna. Nice Strike Array. Yamate instead saw them. The RP at least stops her from killing him. In fact, Lena now in trouble. Static Storm used, but no carrying field to follow it up. Epicenter almost destroying the Pugna. Barely surviving. Rappy still going for that kill. Yamate seems to be the best target of aggression. Berserk to finish him off. And at least they kill the Pugna and the Disruptor in the backlines almost by accident. Benher is looking for more though. Shadowblade activated. They're looking for Felix Xiao. He will make it out in time. God's Strength now activated, and YG will start to pummel this tower down. Brick by brick, stone by stone, the tower will fall in front of YG's throne. Let's see if they can take more. Another tier 3 seems to fall prey to his advantage. Oh, Magna's gonna be the target. Destroyed. The rolling boulder does nothing but put airspeed in the graveyard. And that's gonna be Happy Feet taking 2 more kills. And possibly the domination of this game, eliminating Young Minds away from this tournament. Not Young Minds, still beginning away from this tournament. Happy Fate are leaving no prisoners, no quota. The assault cuirass doesn't even need to be finished. That hyperstone already deals enough damage, and we are at that range. The 1k lead per minute, which allows this team to pretty much go rampant. I mean, even the anti-mage is less farm than the necrophos. Necrophos, you know, you're not even a fast farmer. They're gonna take more shrines now if they want to. I mean, well, I think at this point you might as well just try to. Okay. Yeah, the best thing to do right now is try to take the tier 2 quickly. It's so low on HP anyway. The GG will come out from Yamate. There it is. Go game, well played. They declare it. Happy Feet will win game number 1 of this series, or game number 3 of this series, ensuring that they win the series as a whole. Congratulations for their job, Happy Feet. As we will now be moving to the next game, which is between Young Minds and Lorem Ipsum. Wait up for that. I'll be for that. And we'll be back very soon, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the game. My name is D Swordfish. Feel free to follow me on Twitter if you did enjoy the cast. And we will be back very, very soon. The next game of the day. For now, let me just create the lobby quickly and enjoy some music while we wait.
Xbet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO. Casino and live dealers. Highest payouts. 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on Xbet.
First blood.
Your middle tower is falling.
You think Kunka knew I stole his rum?
Hey, watch my head.
Hey, little buddy, it's in the bag.
Xbet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on Xbet.
Everything's better with Scepter. Oh, yeah.
Radiant victory.
Xbet, best odds for esport and live betting. Unique gaming lines for all esport disciplines including Dota and CSGO, casino and live dealers. Highest payouts, 100% bonus on your first deposit. Wanna become as rich as Alchemist in a few simple clicks? Start playing on Xbet.
Hello guys, and welcome once again to the Prodota Cup by Smashcast TV. We're watching a match now between Young Minds and Lorem Ipsum for the Prodota Cup. And the scoreboard would not be possible without our sponsor, Xbet, who allows you to bet in your favorite Prodota Cup teams with the highest payouts and the most favorable odds. Do check them out and use code BOUNTYX to get an €100 deposit for free. That said, guys, my name is D Swordfish. I will be your caster for today. Nice to meet you, and let's get right into the third game of this best of 3 series that was previously postponed, and we'll now be dealing with it now. Ancient Apparition, Earthshaker, and Puck are the picks for Young Minds as Lorem Ipsum pick up a Mirana, a Bane, and Legion Commander. Mirana and Bane, already a classic combination. I wonder if Mirana's going to be played in the carry position, most likely with a Bane just aiding him in the lane. Legion Commander to combine with these two heroes, a strong offlaner, a very good single target that we're seeing already by Lorem Ipsum, with a very big piece of damage, both physical and magical, coming out from their heroes. Young Mind, as opposed to going for a lot of catch, they're going for a good amount of team fight. Instead of single target, they go for AoE. Ancient Apparition with his Ice Blast in combination with Echo Slam. Easy combination with the Dream Coil, of course. You got a good amount of damage that Lorem Ipsum will have some tough times dealing with, especially with heroes like Legion Commander that will, nullify her healing completely. Lorem Ipsum want to ensure that this mid lane goes well and that they have another way to actually ensure that Nightmare is useful besides the arrow. So they pick up an Earth Spirit, a very clever idea. Ensure that not only does the mid lane go well for them because the Earth Spirit make sure that happens every single time, but on top of that, sorry, my point was that Lorem Ipsum have a good combination with the Pain now, so they're able to gank whatever they find in a bad position, and they also make up for Earth Spirit's lack of stats or lack of body in general because his armor and damage are not particularly that good by picking up a Bane instead. Someone with some of the better base stats in the game, in addition to a really good range that's able to harass lanes if they need that to happen. Young Minds are now picking up a Tusk away to, I'm assuming that's Earthshaker offlane and Tusk in the position 4. It's not only a way to actually ensure the Cold Feet because the Ice Shards are particularly good with the Cold Feet and Ice Shard Snowball is even better, but they also get a bit of team fight and a way to save someone from the Nightmare just by simply snowballing as opposed to trying to do some Nightmare shenanigans. That's a really actually good way to deal with the Nightmare or the Arrow or in general the Magnetize even. With Tusk offering a bit of catch that goes through BKB as well, ensuring that they can actually stop TPs that go through BKB. In addition to, of course, that amazing amount of team fight that he brings with Sigil, especially, that actually hurts someone in a duel by quite a lot. The Snowball can even stop someone in a duel or save someone in a duel as well. So, the Tusk, a bit more of a savior than an offensive hero, but definitely will have a good early game regardless. What could the last pick be for Young Minds? Assuming they need a carry, because that's really what they need. Let's see, what could they run? The Void was an option. I'm not particularly that big of a fan of the Void. The Sven is also not bad either. Jug is not. What else? Veno? Veno? Is he still up? Yeah, that's
Sven stands ready.
The Veno would have been, I guess, just too much team fight. I like the Sven pick too much. I think you need some physical damage with your insane amount of AoE damage. So it works really nicely because Sven also has AoE damage. But now, Lorem Ipsum, Mirana made, I can only presume, Legion Commander in the offlane. Or perhaps it could be Mirana carry. I do like Mirana made much more, and then running some sort of carry here. Like a deal with the Sven somewhat. Troll Warlord comes to mind as a particularly good hero here. Also, Troll Warlord works really nicely with Legion Commander and with Mirana. Gives you a good amount of pushing potential. Can be run mid if worst comes to worst. I really do like the Troll Warlord here. You can combine, I mean, I guess you could yourself run Venomancer, but I don't particularly think Venomancer is... Venomancer is pretty good against this Sven, though. Or any Diffusal Blade user, like the... Not particularly Phantom Lancer, like the Void would have been pretty good for Juggernaut as well to deal with Sven. However, again, you have the issue that Sven does crush the Juggernaut in like 2 hits. What else could they be running here for Lorem Ipsum? I guess to some degree you could run a Lifestealer, but I'm not that big a fan. If you want to run an interesting mid laner, the Silencer comes to mind as well, because again, the combination with Legion Commander, and to some degree with Mirana as well. The Troll Warlord, Silencer, perhaps Ursa. You really want to win early, though I'm not particularly that big of a fan of Ursa. Clinks actually comes to mind as a particularly good hero. Always be out of that AoE damage, very hard to catch him, you don't have enough stuns. Clinks actually kind of like. Or Storm, if you're going to go for a mid laner. For every carry, we have their own counterpart that does the similar idea. Storm also stays out of the team fight, will not be caught often. Will kite the Sven, that's the whole point of it. Ooh, a DK is the choice. I was not really expecting that. I don't think it synergizes that well with their team, if I'm honest. I think there's better picks here if you want to go for some.
Por esto son...
And with this, the game is about to start. Both teams getting into the right positions. Swap screens. The game is about to start, and looking at the lineups, looking at the draft, I gotta go. I kind of like the draft more for Young Minds. I think the draft has much more synergy. They're kind of countering what the enemy team has. You picked up a DK with which is a traditional armlet user against an ancient apparition, and even though he does deal decently against the Sven, decently with the Sven, you're gonna be dealing with a sigil and with an ancient apparition. In addition to the magical damage the puck deals. Yeah, DK might be able to win this mid lane, sure, who cares? You're going to rely only on your Mirana as the main carry, and she is a diffusal blade user, so I guess she has that option to stop this Sven because it's so strong to really stop you. But again, not the best build on the Mirana. You'd rather go for a Maelstrom in general, especially if you want to get surpass that Warcry. And you're going to rely a lot in your early game of the Bane Mirana or Bane Earth Spirit combination to really get those skills. Perhaps the Bane could be useful with a DK, but the Dragon Tail doesn't need any setup particularly. So I don't see that as a great option. And we'll see how they decide to running this. I don't know. My pro is playing the Legion Commander though, and he's going to be playing her in the safe lane position apparently, with everyone else going aggressive tri-lane with Mirana and then DK in the mid lane. Must be. We'll see. I came into this match thinking Lorem Ipsum, you know, the likely candidate to win this best of 3. Turns out, maybe not. Young Minds. They themselves a really strong draft, and they're going for this rune. And to find an Earth Spirit by accident. They have a Storm Hammer, stunning him out immediately. The Chilling Touch already activated, too much damage. Earth Spirit will not survive. Rolling Boulder blocked, and Earth Spirit destroyed. 416, taking the first blood. That's for the mid laner. That's 400 gold extra going his way. Well, 300 really. And he's gonna beat the DK by quite a lot now. Maybe going for some. Going for some Banny Rune in the top lane, perhaps, or oh no, the body block is a choice. Yeah. Oh no, the courier. Okay, that was just the courier bringing him something. They already lost the Earth Spirit, so they don't really want to initiate that level 1 engagement as they were thinking about before. Certainly, never mind. It's gonna be the mid laner here with the DK. Off lane, my pro on the Legion Commander. And Beanie as the carry for Lorem. It's interesting that Lorem Ipsum does change positions as often. My pro sometimes, I mean, he used to be the most well-known Tide players in the mid lane, as Lorem Ipsum is probably the only Tide team after Signature Int is not really existing anymore. So probably the best known Tide team. No, Dota in Thailand's not that big considering Heroes of Newerth is still a thing there. But anyway, the point is they swap positions often based on the heroes they want to play, so I like that about Lorem Ipsum to be honest, but maybe that puts him in a more treacherous position sometimes where they don't entirely dominate roles as much, or know roles as much as they know heroes, and that might not be as good. As you can tell, more experienced mid laners can beat them, or they don't know as that well about the matchups, etc, etc. They're also forced to use stands very often. Ooh, Ice Shark barely got TNT into a terrible position. They could have definitely killed him with the Chilling Touch. It's a very powerful ability. At least what they are running right now in the top lane is beneficial to them. Is TNT. Legion Commander having the arrow. They're trying to block this. Keystone, very clever. Yep. They're having Legion Commander versus Earthshaker. Legion Commander versus any melee hero will always win the lane. And Earthshaker's enchant totem also got nerfed slightly, so he can't just spam it as he used to. He now needs to take into consideration if he has mana. Yeah, before it used to be just 20. No big deal. He still has double clarity, so he's fine to waste as much mana as he wants, but it's not with the same. It's not with the same. What's the word? Free use, I guess, as before. Yeah, Wikipedia might say 2-1 Young Minds, but it's not the case. Young Minds still has not won anything. So either Wikipedia perfectly predicted this or not. Or they're just lying. Yeah, this is the last match of the best of 3, so this will decide who wins the best of 3. 416 here in the mid lane, already beating the Dragonet by a bit. In terms of last hits, actually Dragonet is winning, but that first blood still ensuring 416 stays on top. of the net worth chart in the top lane. A bit of harassment against EA, who just gets the stun against MyPro. One more hit will do the trick, cuts down the tree, and the overwhelming odds will finish off this poor Earthshaker. Kill for a kill. Lorem Ipsum start off with their strongest lane here, with MyPro already assuring a couple kills on the Earthshaker. They should definitely rotate someone to that top lane. I mean, I know this bottom lane is... I guess they want to secure some farm in this fan, and they really can't rotate this. I like the idea for Lorem Ipsum though. Put pressure on the bottom lane with the Bane Mirana combo. You know you need a tri-lane against this, and thus have a 1v1 engagement in the top lane with Legion Commander for sure gonna win that, as she is a male hero after all. There they go for the Mirana. Triple man snowball. Stormhammer plus the Cold Feet will trigger. The leap is available. The Cold Feet will not trigger, but the Ice Shards will still find BB. And the kill about to happen as the Ancient Apparition gets the last touch with a chilling touch onto her. Earth Spirit forced to back away. Not that much armor to survive the Ancient Apparition hits, and the Chilling Touch again, very powerful, ensuring some nice kills. Tri-lane versus tri-lane engagements with a Chilling Touch on. Not the easiest to win. With this, here in the mid lane, 416 also giving a free lane essentially against this Dragon Knight, a lane that he's starting to win. Not taking any points into phase shift or into waning rift just yet because he doesn't want to be aggressive. Playing best he can. They actually swapped BB into the top lane, really. Put in Legion Commander bottom now that he has a couple levels. But yeah, they kind of ditched the whole aggressive tri-lane. That's a lot of potential. Lorem Ipsum decided to throw out the window immediately. Nope. And they go. EA, careful. Not gonna... Let me no kill here. No kill here. In the bottom lane now, MyPro will not have as much gold as he would like to. He got an infused raindrop. Poor man's shield's good, but his net worth is still not that great. He's not going to get an early blink dagger, which is what you at least hope for, and lead you commander off lane. Mirana can always recover with an Aghanim's build, but in this situation, she's not going to have that option. Though she's not going to need to, because of course they rotate her down top or up top to get the kills necessary and the farm necessary to really come back. Now what's interesting is now they also give a lot of space to the Sven, which is not particularly what you want to do, because the Sven is going to out farm your Mirana every day of the week unless Mirana goes for an Aghanim's build. But if you're going to go for the Aghanim's build, you might as well have Mirana under farm and Sven under farmed as well, because you will get the Aghanim's cheaper than the Sven gets his items. His build up essentially. And wow, Payson, look at him. Look at MyPro go. It almost destroys Payson in 3 attacks. That's insane. Oh, they get a kill in the bottom lane, Payson onto MyPro. Easy kill apparently. And they go. 416 finds an arcane room. Pretty lucky, bottled up. They go for Nevermind. Bottom lane, MyPro is gonna be yanked for sure from behind. He's Dota, ready to get that kill. Simple snowball ice shards combination. MyPro has no way of really taking away this. Yes, look at this. The cold feet will certainly trigger MyPro. No, actually good press the attack, but still dead as the ice shards find him instead. MyPro surviving. Goatee will get that final hit. Be sure the kill on MyPro. In the top lane, the Fissure EA finding Mirana. Stopping him down, but EA, I think he's... Oh, no, he's going to TP away in time. So, nobody dying for now. Okay, alright. That's nice. Lorem Ipsum only lose 1, and Young Minds managed to to save or salvage rather top lane by not losing the Earthshaker here. Even BO3 comes in, sap some experience, take a ward out as well. I like the rotations we're seeing by Young Minds. Honestly, they are taking more advantage of the Sven, and even though the puck is winning that mid lane. Sorry, and even the puck is winning that mid lane. Yeah, exactly, against the DK. There's no surprise there. I'm not particularly a big fan of the DK, so it does seem like after the laning phase, Young Minds have an advantage. Nope. That bottom lane. Oh. Vipro, look at him harass Payson away. Pace, they still have a duel, but Payson, yeah, wants to fight back. There's a snowball, the ice shards as well. They have to run away as the Boulder Smash immediately catches this Tusk and a duel as well. There's no way of saving this Tusk. He's gonna go down. That's gonna be an easy kill, but Echo Slime comes in and destroys the Earth Spirit and Legion Commander. Baby, the next target of aggression. They have a Storm Hammer, and he does still have that lead. Can they stun him long enough for Sven to destroy him? BB uses the fissure to his advantage and ends up winning that engagement by making out alive. However, puck in the mid lane wants to get the kill on TNT, utilize that haste room for good. That brain sap saves TNT last second. Rolling Boulder still finds 416, but it's not good enough as it doesn't have any further damage to stop a hasted puck. BB in the bottom lane sees Payson, leaps but does not leap to the high ground. Arrow will find him, absolutely not. There's no blink on Legion Commander, but the duel is certainly there. Starstorm also available, so Payson could die in just a simple duel Starstorm. They can't commit to it if they can't find him first. 416 also being harassed a bit here in this mid lane. Look, they find him. Duel already available. They're gonna jump in. Phase boost Arrow hitting the Sven. The Starstorm a bit too late. They will not get that duel victory. They will get the kill on the Sven regardless. It's a bit of an advantage now going the way of Lorem Ipsum. And this is a tower down bottom. Gonna fall in favor of Lorem Ipsum. First tier 1 in the game, I believe. Yep, first tier 1 to fall. And it's in favor of theirs. So now Dragon has a bit lane, a bit harassed. Typical finding him. He wants to get that kill. Magic Stick still available. Tries to kill the puck. 2 more hits. Corrosive Breath will not do the trick here. Stunned down. This Dragonite will have to go down. The Fairy Fire. He's trying to set himself best he can, but the Illusory will end up clipping him before he dies. 416. Stealing that kill. Says my bad even. The Corrosive Breath will not kill him though. And very close to that Veil of Discord. They can soon find top net worth in the game together with Dragonite. But nobody's really far off for the Mirana, Dragonite, Puck are all on the same. Now, oh no, never mind. He just dropped something. That's why he didn't have. Okay. He just dropped something, which is why he didn't have the top net worth in the game. He is top net worth in the game. 500 above the Dragonite and above the Mirana. However, the Sven is not too far off either of those, so it's not like the. I mean, right now, Young Minds did lose a bit in the bottom lane. The ganking is starting to work. It's 7-3 the score, so. Or it's still not getting the utmost potential out of this whole Bane Mirana lineup. Hope the servers do well today. Yeah, me too, as well. I think today the transmission's being a bit clearer. INQ. Nice to see you again, though. Name is the Swordfish, by the way, not just Caster, but I appreciate the sentiment anyway. Right. Swordfish, or just Fish. You can call me Fish, that's fine. Blink Tire is going to be the next item coming on the puck. A bit late, to be honest. Veil Discord at least is up, so they can start harassing the Dragonite a bit more consistently. BB himself decided to go for straight up Diffusal Blade, apparently. Maybe that could. Oh, wait, no, that could be Yasha. We can't tell yet. We can't tell what he's decided to go. Ice Shards, barely casting. Never mind, out of his team. Or outcasting? Yeah, I suppose that could be used in that context. Right. Blink Dagger's to be the item for Nevermind, so he's going for jumps, Blink Dagger, build utility, Dragon Knight, letting the damage go for Marana. I don't mind that. Legion Commander herself also can bring a bit of damage to the table, but my pro sacrifice in the bottom lane ensures that he doesn't get the Blink Dagger at the right timing. Not necessarily right timing, but the best timing. And okay, Earth Spirit. Rolling Boulder away, Snow might still find him. Battle of the Balls, the fissure stops him from moving any further, and the Chilling Touch ensures the kill. Earth Spirit dies down easily. 8-3 the score, and Young Minds looking to win more. As they only need this last game, and this would be huge advantage for them. Now BB in the bottom lane. Where's the Yasha? Yasha's the option for. Okay, perhaps a Manta style Diffusal Blade Marana is the option instead of the Maelstrom Dragonlance Marana that we see so often. Just because he went for Manta style so early in the beginning. I mean, I guess or Yasha so early in the beginning. I guess it takes away the waiting with silence and also the cold feet triggering. That's also important. But I guess something we also can evade some time. Oh, Ice Blast found Marana. That's a dead run up in the bottom lane. In the top lane as well, this poor Legion Commander being harassed considerably. They still have a Dream Coil if they want to follow this up. The damage would not be sufficient. In the mid lane, they try to take a tower as a result. Never mind. They say they lose, they lose a Marana in the bottom lane. At least they'll take a tower. Not a bad idea. Lorem Ipsum ensure that the score is somewhat level, especially the net worth field. But all these tier 1 towers, the juicy gold inside them, are still up for Lorem Ipsum. This means that this is a deceptive lead, because it's going to be much more once the towers start being taken. That's 1k lead every single time they take a tower. As it gives you a total of around 1,000 gold to the whole team. More or less, a bit less. Get the point. A smoke gank, by the way, that fills for Lorem Ipsum with a Midnight Shadow, or Moonlight Shadow, sorry, to help them out now. Let's see if it's good enough to at least get a kill on Payson. Seems like it will be, as the Boulder Smash is just ready. Well, Fiend Strip committed. Payson, as much damage as they can, trying to farm it up. The Snowball can still save him, not with a duo already. And the Snow actually just puts Keen Dota in a terrible position. Ice Blast comes in with the Echo Slam. They counter initiate the Dream Coil as well. 2 are dead, and they want to go for a third. Dragon Knight dies with them. And the only surviving member in this engagement will be Bane. TNT, who manages to just kind of float away with his little hero. That's gonna be 3 dead for 1. Sure, you kill the Sven, but as a result, you lose your mid laner and your off laner as well. That was a really good counter initiation there by Young Minds. Confident, but proper. Not messing up, not overextending, doing exactly what they should do. All times. TNT, top lane. Link can still find him. Has no Fiend's Grip to defend himself. The TP comes. Who is TP? I can't quite tell. That's going to be Dragon Knight coming in. Another TP. Puck goes in. Tries to kill the Bane. Maybe bait off of him more than he could chew. Forced to lose the orb away. Ice Shards will finish off the Bane. Thanks to the Veil of Discord. Extra damage. Another Enchant Totem. Stuns down 2, but the Earthshaker's left alone. Cannot blink in time. The duel will find him. Goodbye, Earthshaker. So Puck wants to join in and still kill Legion Commander. Ice Blast is ready. Hits both of the Ice Blast. Vipro trying to heal back up, but he doesn't have any healing thanks to the Ice Blast shattering him. Never mind. He himself trying to run away, about to be shattered. Luckily, he survives all that damage. Never mind, about to be destroyed anyway. The magical damage is sufficient. A Rolling Boulder that comes a bit too late. It's going to be Earth Spirit, and he's forcing to sacrifice himself. I don't know what his name means, but it's Ty Earth Spirit. I think it's Fei Mao, and he will be end up going down. 416 getting that second kill. Double kill again for 416. Fiend's Grip. Can they kill him in time? Yes, they will. The damage is sufficient for the Fiend's Grip. The Bane will sacrifice himself for the kill on the mid laner. Goatee getting a dominating streak with his Bane kill, though. The Goatee able to get a bit more gold on this hero. I mean, Ancient Apparition would benefit a bit from, an Aghanim's or some other items like that. Kill Scepter, Force Down, etc., etc. Now, Payson Careful in the bottom lane. They might find him with the arrow. Ooh, barely evades it. Ooh, they try to push him right into the arrow, but the angle isn't right. Payson still wants to fight this rolling boulder. Can they run away? Dreamcoil finds two. Leaped up Mirana, just stuns herself out. The snowball to keep her in place. BB tries to run away. Will not be successful. Neither will the Earth Spirit, who both die alone in this bottom lane. That's a couple taken down. Literally a couple, and 5k lead, and now in favor of Young Minds. They might be able to take down Lorem Ipsum. Never mind, the next target of aggression. EA is so confident with the Abyss Rune. The snowball comes in, Echo Sun's committed. They want to kill this Dragon Knight, and they will do so. Young Minds not leaving no quarter, leaving no prisoners, leaving nobody alive. As they find anyone in their territory, they immediately they destroy them. And no, I was not the one. Oh, what? What? How did the arrow miss? Tusk just has an invincibility cloak. At least they find Sven with a duel. This might not be so beneficial. Sven still surviving. The Ice Blast coming a bit too late. Sven finally dead. MyPro dying to the Ice Blast. And in comes EA. Stuns out the Bane. Goes for more. And Earth Spirit seems to be the target of aggression. Keys Dota. Almost dead thanks to the brain set. But that final Walrus Punch ensuring the kill on to the Earth Spirit. And the last hero alive, TNT, gonna be stunned out for a bit. Snowball to ensure the kill. Young Minds taking down a team as a whole. Great team wipe for them. And no INQ. Ian Q. I was not that person. I think I was Joe, probably, because I usually don't. I usually keep up my PMs private, right? You wouldn't be able to see that. So no, that wasn't me. I'm a new caster, or different caster. I usually do EU, but I'm doing SCA for them today. Hope you enjoyed my casting anyway. Young Minds, Shadow Blade next time on Earthshaker. Oh, look at this smoke go. Don't need the Shadow Blade so early. God Strength already activated. Going for the Dragon Knight, they know where he is. Ice Blast will not find the Stormhammer, at least stunning him out, but a bit too late. And the arrow hits down the Earthshaker, they're out of initiation. Dreamcoil at least, the puck continues. He's been asleep, he's been stunned out. Goatee can't help the puck, puck is already dead. And the Boulder Smash looking for more. Stormhammer stops the Bane. They go on Legion Commander. Sven being kited constantly. 205 Ancient Apparition. They will get the kill on the Earth Spirit, but in exchange for a dual win. And the Earthshaker already stunned out. Destroys Snowball, not doing much. Payson fighting versus 4. He's not going to win. Keys Dota, the next victim of this engagement. In fact, the last one, as they're going to complete the team's wipe with a standalone kill on a simple Tusk. It's going to be a triple kill for BB. And that's going to be Mirana taken down 5 there, or 3, sorry, and 2 more to add to it. Whew, Lorem Ipsum looking into a dangerous abyss, but recovering from it. Unlike Kurt, our darkness, they will stare down that darkness and get right back from it. Not letting the aggression from Young Minds take them down with. They want to continue getting team fights in their own accord, with their own terms, trying to initiate themselves as they just did, and constantly trying to spend if they can. Look at that. That Moonlight Shadow effectively giving them the vision enough to start this, but wasted, as they did not find an angle to initiate from. A BKB going to be the next option for this Dragon Knight. Here, this mid lane, we want to go for yet another tower. Payson, with the Mask of Madness, he's ready to attack it. He's Dota, careful, tossed up, but does not see anyone in the Moonlight Shadow. Seems like a tier 1's gonna fall. Like I said, this gold, these towers have been hoarding this gold for a really long time. That's more gold that going the way of Young Minds. And they're gonna start to get their lead again. They still have one more tier 1. Whereas, well, actually, no, Lorem also has 1 more tier 1, so I suppose it's actually quite equal now. There's no more like the hiding gold and the deceptive lead. It's now pretty much the same. Oh, Worry Shaker. EA. Does he guess my pro was here? My pro starts to run away. The Fissure will find him. My pro. Blink Dagger. Just one more second. No, he's going to be stunned out and destroyed. That's going to be a quick kill on a Legion Commander. Favorite Young Minds yet again. And they're going to try to go for a tower as well, because why not? That's an extra bonus. Christmas gift for them. Facing gonna be taking down this tower. Oh, TNT. Trying to find 416. Fuck, careful. Ice Blast coming in. They stop the Earth Spit. They've been hit by the Waning Rift, and they're no need for the Ice Blast. The Sigil keeps them in place. 2 kills now in favor of Young Minds. They go for more. Or Ipsum, maybe to even the score. They won't find anyone right now. It's really hard for Lorem Ipsum to fight without the core items, and we have a Marana that had to go for Lincoln's Yasha build, not particularly the strongest build in terms of offensive potential. Arrow, yeah, they got the kill. Duel even committed just to get a bit more damage onto Legion Commander. Someone who's really close to the Blade Mail, something that can actually help a bit against the Sven. The Legion does pale in comparison to Sven's damage, or Sven, what's it called, his HP in general, especially when he uses God's Strength. You still have the power of the healing in general from the Moment of Courage, and even to press the attack if you use it beforehand, and you might be able to out-damage the Sven just by using the Blade Mail and winning that duel. Of course, if there's nobody around you, it's a single target scenario, etc, etc. It's not that easy, but Sven might just kill himself by accident with that Blade Mail. It's a useful pickup, especially in the later parts of the game where literally Sven might just kill himself by accident. That would really help out. Ancient's being taken by BB, someone who is looking for some offensive items soon enough, either Monster Style, Fusel Blade, Maelstrom, Dragonlance, something that's not just Lincoln's. Dragonhead himself also did not go for offensive items, so you have a lot of utility cores with defensive items, but that's it. Nothing offensive at all, which is not particularly good. And that's just looking bad for Young Minds. Oh, sorry, for Lorem Ipsum. They don't have the damage to win these team fights. You go in with a duel and like, good, I got him. I dueled him. I fiend script him. Good, we stop the whole team. But what do you do afterwards if you don't have any damage to push it off? And the scan actually ensures that Lorem Ipsum will not die today with a possible smoke. I saw them. Yeah, at least Goatee just smoked them. They just go for a tower instead. Whereas the damage is very clear for Young Minds. They have a Sven. He even went for Sanjay and Yasha for extra utility as opposed to the BKB. I like that. A dual item in the sense, not dual as in D-U-E-L, but dual as in D-U-A-L, dual. As it gives you both, you know, damage and tank ability. My pro, ooh, Waning Rift and stopping Fissure as well. Everyone's stopping my pro. What are you supposed to do? He's up in the air. Got him come down with some broken bones in the form of a corpse. Fiend Script though finds Sven in the backlines. They go with the arrows. Sven will be stunned out for a really long time. And you can't save him from that as the Earthspit gets hit by the Ice Shard. Ingo's Tusk suffers a Dragon's Tail and might just die as a result. Keith Dota, last second snowball. They nightmare up the Dragonite. That's not too helpful. The Echo Slime comes in. Dragonite almost dead. He's frozen solid anyway. Nevermind still surviving. Dragon Tail to stop this Earthshaker and destroy him. However, Dragonite dies as a result. And they're going for more. Puck seems to be the option, but Puck does get a kill on the Earthspit and walks away. Lorem Ipsum lose 3, Young Minds lose 4, Lorem Ipsum slowly inching back again with that Dragonite. It's just taking a lot of damage at engagement. If the Ice Blast does not hit him, it's very hard to stop him entirely. Cheers, DNQ, by the way. Thank you for that. So right now, even though they were lacking some damage, if these long sustained team fights keep on happening, of course the single target destroy into the Sven early on, and it ensures that Lorem Ipsum can win this engagement without breaking a sweat. I mean, they don't need damage if you have just a long team fight where their stuns are going to take advantage of the enemy team. He's used 2 Dragon Tails at the team fight, 2 Dragon Tails in addition to the initiation one they had in the beginning, so that's actually a lot. Ooh, Legion Commander so close to getting that duel off. Ooh, trying to prevent the Blink Dagger, not bad, my pro, but I think a duel would not beat my pro, or sorry, would not beat the Puck or 416 from full health. I'm sure of this. I'm sure that it would not beat him. But yeah. I don't think that's the option. Puck. This to be going for Lincoln's very soon. That's going to help a lot against this annoying Bane. People went for the Etherlens build. They didn't really talk about the support builds, but yeah, Etherlens build on the Bane, which allows you to Fiend Script from much farther away. Even amplifies the range of your 4 staff to the old range, I believe. They took around 200 range away from it, so the Etherlens helping you to become old 4 staff. The Dragon Knight himself is not going for Heaven's Halberd. Deciding, oh no, BKB first, then Heaven's Halberd. Okay, I see that. I like the Heaven's Halberd a lot. Utility Dragon Knight. And Mirana finally going for some damage. After finishing off the Manta style, she herself is going to go for the Fusel Blade. Like that. Her Spirit himself, only a Blink Dagger. Seems like no need to apply anything else. Now EA. Look at that, he stops through the Shadow Amulet. He's very close to that Metal Blade, which will ensure some more reliable initiations by him as well. Sven himself. Like I was talking about earlier, by the way, Saki Dash is so useful on Sven. I very much love it because not only is the strength like doubly as powerful, because God's strength actually amplifies your damage further, but on top of that, that duality of both being offensive and defensive really helps out someone like Payson, for example. Because of the fact that Payson can just he doesn't need to go for strictly defensive items like the enemy team went for, and actually even rescinds the BKB for a while just because he needs to do damage. He's been caught a lot often, but the BKB might not be so effective against someone with a Fiend Script, for example. In fact, you might even consider this game that Lincoln's might be better on this Sven. Never mind. With the smoke. Sorry, never mind. Just the whole team of Lorem Ipsum. What are they hoping to find here? You don't have any vision. Actually, that's a big issue. Look at this offensive vision. It's not working out for Lorem Ipsum. All concentrate on one side of the map means the whole side of the map is blank. They're still trying to get a kill though. Ooh, the Sven would be great. They don't know about this. They're gonna go for the Roshan instead. Oh no, decide not to go for Roshan. Just a waste of the smoke in the end. I mean, to be honest, I'd wait for BB's Diffusal Blade before fighting. BB's Diffusal Blade kind of makes or breaks this for you. Alright, well, for now, Young Minds going for a Dagon as well on the puck to amplify the magical damage a bit. Trying to deal with that DK again. I think the operation decided to go for the Midas build. 4 staff, Midas into 4 staff into a Summer Cape into an Aghanim, perhaps. That seems to be the choice for him. Okay. I mean, I like the Aghanim straight up build, honestly. And the thing in this game against a Dragon especially could be so powerful. And oh, here you go. Earth Spirit, dead immediately. As they just find him in a bad position. Right now, Young Minds taking advantage of their probably superior late game, really, with the Sven. They're very confident in the whole Sven pick. They already have a BKB. They were waiting for the right items to actually fight here. DB himself also starting to build up the Refusal Blade. So you have a very strong hero. Now with all his 4 items, it's time to go for Roshan. It's very hard for you to be able to beat them at Roshan immediately. As look at them go. Like Payson just destroys this Roshan. The Solar Crest ensures that the Roshan goes down quickly as well. Heroes don't have many options when it comes to him, really. You're just going to be taking him down way too soon. You know what, I'm actually going to audio here. Increase the audio here. Good. Now you should be at the... So you can still hear the spells, but not too much because I think it's going on my voice. There's the duel, stopping the Tusk and killing the initiation tactics from the enemy team. Counter initiation. That's all. That shit's all gone. There's a Lorem Ipsum. That's pretty good, actually. Another duel, a bit more duel damage for the Legion Commander. The game is quite even if it doesn't seem that way. 6k lead, but Mirana with the Refusal Blade now also dealing a lot of damage. And never mind, finally with a level 3 Dragon Knight, the ultimate. Very useful. They also killed the courier somehow. I'm actually not entirely sure how that happened, but no. Keep on going. With the puck, trying to just clear these waves away. Van also wants to walk in. There's the glimmer. Oh, the ice blast will find. Never mind. He's gonna shatter for sure. They killed 2 already. The Jimco also stops 2 immediately. My pro actually can be frozen. Saw thanks to that cold feet. Can't run away. They're gonna go for the Bane first. He's been silenced, but he's at least invisible. This Legion Commander will kill the Urshik with her blade mail last second, but she will die herself. BB, now the next target. No, they're gonna go for the Bane first. BB seems much harder as he still has the Linkens. They just canceled that away from him. 10 seconds, and he's silenced. He can't leap away. Using the Shrine immediately. Payson still looking for that kill, but a bit too hard. BB might just be able to make it out alive thanks to that Invis rune. They have no vision of her. It's gonna be Young Minds now. Taking down absolutely everyone and going for the tower. Here in the mid lane. Not absolutely everyone, sorry. BB's still alive. That was my bad. But, well, they took out most things. There's the snowball. They stopped BB at least. They zoned him out. That's all they wanted. Even stun him out, actually. Very lucky snowball there. Ooh, Keys Dota. Careful. He's fighting against multiple. The duel will find him yet again. And Tusk is going to go down. 416 walks in, tries to kill BB, and will ensure the shattering occurs. Silence the puck. He stopped the Yule Scepter. Take away the silence and to get a free Blink Dagger. There's the Yule Scepter, takes away the Magnetes as well, but he can't jaunt quite yet. Phase Shift, trying to ensure the Blink Dagger comes off cooldown, but the Dragon's Breath is too slow. Projectile actually gets the kill on the puck. Now the Stormhammer stopping the Bane, he's frozen solid, the steroid's been taken, and Sven will bring down the Bane, plaster him against the wall, do the same with the Earth Split, and blood everywhere. The Sven decimates 2, and looks for more. Payson just pushes this lane down, knowing the puck is not around. 80 seconds in. Lorem Ipsum will not be able to take any more. Let's see, EA. Look for the Legion Commander. Nope, nothing there. Oh, Ice Blast. Ice Blast did hit my pro, but only grazed him. Actually, didn't actually. But why does he press the attack? I'm not entirely sure about that. Let's heal, let's heal, let's heal. Oh shit, it's not working! Well, with this, the game kind of reaches a standstill again because neither team really wants to engage, especially not if you're Lorem Ipsum after these constant, misfires in the team fights. The puck has also become such a relevant hero right now with the Dagon, and he's already at 420 gold per minute, so he gets an insane amount of gold per minute. Is he able to build Dagon really quickly? He does have the spell amplification, which ensures Dagon deals an extra 80 damage, which starts to be considerable. In addition to a Veil of Discord, and yeah, it does not show me how much damage he actually deals because of the intelligence increase. So, no, the intelligence he has actually gives him an extra 10% spell amplification. That's 20% spell amplification. His illusory orb increases by 50 damage. That's only a 280 damage spell. I mean, you consider an 800 damage burst from the Dagon, 20% of that is 160 extra damage. That is a lot. That's not even considering the Veil of Discord. It's so good. That's essentially making it a pure damage because the Veil of Discord reduces your magic resistance to 0 because, base magic resistance is 25%, basic mathematics, the Veil of Discord reduces you by 25%, I believe. Yeah. So, by that means that Dagon essentially deals 980 pure damage, which is ridiculous to have to deal with once, of course, it's maxed out. But with Puck's gold per minute of 420, it's impossible to match him. Look at that, 641. He barely needs to farm up, but he's still doing it anyway. I mean, at this point, Puck could just not really take any gold from the lanes and will still have an insane gold per minute. Not insane, I suppose, but the passive gold plus the 420 gold per minute, like passive gold keeps you at around 120 or to 200, right? I believe 120 is we get 1 gold per second, so passive gold is 60 gold per minute, so that's at 60 gold per minute. In addition to the 420, you're at 480 without doing anything. Now you clear a couple creep waves, and all of a sudden your GPM goes up to a ridiculous amount. Then you even have Assault Harass built up on the Sven. So Young Minds now starting to prepare for the late game, whereas, I mean, Nevermind has the Heaven's Halberd. If you still played Montestall is up, but now they're going for another defensive item, BKB on the Mirana. When the Sven wants to kill TNT, can he do it in time? Yep, that's done for Stormhammer is sufficient. Good kill. Dreamcoat finds my pro. They can still silence him yet. No duel for you, my pro. Blade Mill did absolutely nothing as the Mirana's tearing to the puck. They managed to kill him in time. The Earthshaker tried to destroy the Mirana, but a bit too late. Now the Dragon had target of aggression. He's gonna go down. Never mind. The next victim, EA, trying to run away with a Shadow Blade. Will be successful. The tower goes down, and that's all they wanted. They force him back on the puck. He's Dota. Might just go down to the Mirana. Puck walks back in. He looks for the orb. St. John to it. That trajectory. When the Dagon does destroy the poor Earth Spirit. And 416, that's a 1.2 aggressively. He has to not lose and commit a buyback, of course. Pace and no steroids just yet, and EA already wasted that Echo Slam, so they used all of their most valuable abilities. Still waiting for the Ice Blast. However, they do know that 3 are dead for Lorem Ipsum. That's their main initiation tactics. They only have a Mirana. Dragon Knight walks in. That's Miss Dragon Tail. EA also, BB using the BKB to ensure the kill onto EA. Congratulations, he's dead. But they go for more. Dragon Knight seems to be the target of aggression. Aramine using the BKB, trying to run some damage. Mason's already dead. Goatee now being harassed by the Mirana illusions. Goatee's out of mana, now out of HP. Another victim in favor of Lorem Ipsum's killing spree. Who Young Minds just barely surviving with one hero, who also was forced to die back in that team fight. So that means that that's Puck. That's essentially a team wipe because he only had, you know, one hero that didn't die there, and he died. He bought back. But they do take at least a melee racks, and they're gonna go for shrines very soon now. With Sven able to take them really quickly, especially the Mask of Madness plus steroids combo. However, they're having none of this bullshit. The Earth Spirit comes in. I think they have a smoke ready. Yep. Try to kill someone once they come out. Right now, it's a bit of a bad idea, to be honest. Considering the fact that Young Minds doesn't have too many alive heroes, and the smoke seems like a waste, so they're just gonna walk in, yeah, take a tower quickly. Lorana does deal a lot of damage right now. Let's not forget she has the fastest agility gain, or the best agility game in the game. She did not go for the extra leap attack speed, which is surprising. She went for the okay, let's see how useful that is. Oh, those illusions actually do a lot of damage as well. Oof, that agility is insane. 3.6 per level. Oof. Lorana looking nice, and that is gonna be a dead tower. Oh, the Dragon Knight suffering a bit. The press attack helping him out. There's the Echo Slam. Missed entirely. What was the Echo Slam for? The Boulder Smash still stops the Tusk and ensures the kill. They go for the Earthshaker. He's going to be Dragon's Breath. Not destroyed though. They need a bit more damage. Earnest Shadows will be committed there. Dragon Knight eventually going down. 416. Taking that kill. And I want to say Earnest Shadows eventually got the kill there, but that was a very weird choice by the Dragon Knight, leaving him just barely alive and letting him go eventually. Odd. Ready to take some shrines down. The first structure to fall will be the shrine on the top lane, ensuring some more Roshan domination. And now the idea is to go for maybe no, the Roshan's not up yet, so they can't do that. Oh, the arrow barely catches the Ancient Apparition. Can you take advantage of this? Probably not. Ancient Apparition, by the way, already bought Ags, so those Ice Blasts now become much more powerful. And Ancient Apparition will want to stand back and pretend to be artillery. The good thing is that now Lorem Ipsum has the same option to take down the shrines, if you think about it. These shrines, or not these shrines, these shrines can now easily fall for Lorem Ipsum, and they themselves can stop the Roshan domination from coming out from Young Minds. There's barely anyone with buyback, only a Sven right now, and an Earth Spirit, and the Earth Spirit is irrelevant, so it's really just the Sven. Phoebe though, going for extra attack speed. Maybe that's why she did not want to leap extra attacks, because she was confident the Mjolnir would give her all that she needed. She's afraid of capping the attack speed, making that talent completely useless. Perfect sense. Careful of Tusk reaching level 20, aiming for a bit more match resistance. Interesting. But mostly what they do is physical damage, but the Mirana deals mainly physical damage, really. I guess you'll stop the Maelstrom, so they took down the ward, but they know they're there. Right now it's just a standoff between both teams. Neither one of them wants to lose the last game of the best of 3, of course. What kind of a way would that be to lose the tourney? To get away from it. Now, at this point in the game, you have Young Minds having a bit of a superior team fight with the Earthshaker, but the BKB is starting to come out, make him so that, you know, his Echo Slums are so reliable. The Ice Blast, though, the Dream Coil, perhaps a Puck wanted to go for an... Oh, yeah, sorry, I say, a 416 is way too much gold. I can't even predict his items, there's not enough time. Yeah, that Agnes is really going to help out against all this BKB usage. If you can push some people away as well with the possible, like, Ice Shards or Walrus Punch or something like that, Dream Coil might be able to break a bit more often. There's the fissure. Oh, that's a good kill onto the Earth Spirit. That's bad, actually. Earth Spirit brings a lot of potential into these team fights. A lot of stuns and silences, which are very useful in the team fights. He has a good amount of catch that is very necessary in the late game. Especially to stop someone like the Sven, for example. You won't even be able to roll the Boulder. And the Sven, that's by the way going for a Butterfly. Oh, that's the best of options. He's been stunned. Really lucky multi-shot arrow there. Commander wants to walk in and duel the Sven. They will find him. Oh no, that duel just cancelled by a link hit. Surprise link hits. The Sven was just saved by a beautiful play by the Puck. They're still trying to fight this. Another Echo Sun has been wasted. EA not being so lucky with him. Keys Dota now stopped by the Dragon Knight, who's going to end up destroying him. 416 going for more. Payson though left alone. Heaven's Halberd, he can't heal back up, and he has to run away, but the Dragon still won't let him do that. As EA, yet again, never mind, continues to attack him. BB attacks EA, and BB leaves himself away. Trying to get him the last kill, and ensures it's Sven, and immediately forced to buy back. Attacks the Mirana, and now they're going to fight for this Roshan, but the Mirana comes right back, and the Puck is still alive. Let's not forget this Payson. Going for Nevermind, is going to get frozen solid. Not for now, he's out of mana though. Still has the Heaven's Halberd in just 20 seconds. Dagon still hitting him. They don't have anything to take his mana away. Heaven's Halberd having him survive, but there's a Boulder Smash, stopping this Sven from dealing damage to him. He's going to get frozen again. A Chilling Touch, it will proc, and the Dragon Knight will go down. No, Nevermind, still surviving. Here comes the Mirana. The reinforcements are here, but Nevermind, they destroyed by the Puck. Last second, Dagon killing him off. Boulder Smash at the 2. Mirana still wants to fight this. Where's the Fiend Script? They don't have it. Nightmare to the Puck. They're stopping down. Payson, BK beat up, out of mana, fighting against Mirana. Who's going to win the physical damage fight? No steroids means Baby wins it, but he's going to go down right after it. And Goatee against Earth Spirit alone, but Bane helping out as a support. Goatee will not be so lucky as to survive this. Boulder Smash ready, and they'll ensure the team wipe is here with a bunch of buybacks wasted. Nobody has a buyback here. A Legion Commander. Oh, but Tusk has actually come back. Gets the kill. TNT. Another harassment. Keys Dota can get the counter kill. Look at this. TNT can't even kill Goatee. This ancient apparition is gone. That 30 health Legion is keeping him alive for so long. TNT put in the Ice Shard. Snipers himself back up just to ensure the death of his own species. That's going to be Lorem from losing a 5, or yeah, I suppose 5 in the end, because Legion Commander did eventually come back. A long team fight. Oof. Lotus Orb on the Ancient Apparition together with Aghanim's Scepter. Starting to become much more relevant this game. He has 4 charges of Cold Feet as well. That's interesting. But yeah, 100 Chilling Touch damage seems a bit waste. Oh, in the mid lane. I just saw a duel by Legion Commander fighting against Tusk alone. They can't really do much against Mypro because she used the BKB, but she doesn't get the duel damage anyway. EA is still poking in. This is an Echo Slam that he's going to succeed with Mypro dying in his hands. EA taking yet another important kill. Becoming quite hard for them. Young Minds, I mean, they're just starting to get kills after kill after kill, and the Roshan's still alive. Sven and Puck will be back before the Mirana and Legion Commander come back. I suppose it's only Dragon that can defend this. EA starts to take the Roshan away, using those illusions for some damage. There's the 4 charges of Cold Feet starting to affect. Sadly, I can't see the charges for some strange reason. I wish I could. Yeah, I just don't. Another Cold Feet with proc. Keep using those Cold Feet. It's a really low cooldown anyway, I presume. Yep. Look at that Roshan. Now starting to fall. Payson much quicker. Let's not forget, they took the enemy shrine, but they still have their own, so they can still TP there. Which is why they have the Roshan advantage by a lot. Payson now grabs the Aegis of the Immortal. Let's see if they can survive this next team fight, because the Mirana has been really tearing him a new one every single team fight. The kiting by the Mirana has been super successful this game. Puck himself is going for an E-Blade apparently. Shotgun build for the Puck, E-Blade Dagon. He's going to deal a lot of damage. I mean, how much intelligence does he have? It's 2 times your primary attribute, plus 75, I believe. Yep. So, what's that in Puck's regard? It's 154, so that's 308 damage plus 75. It's not bad. It's around 383. Yep, 383. Patient with that double damage. Oh, careful 460. Walking away. There's a stairs stack. Oh, Patient. Look at that tower melt. And they have to stop him with that too. That Lotus Orb is really useful to stop anything from enemy team coming out. The cold feet might even trigger onto Baby. Sacrificed himself, Baby, with a cold feet in the ankle. Stop stopping him. Now this man, he's been hit with Howard, but he still has the Aegis. The ancient apparition when he's stopped by the duel needs to be taunted up, destroyed. E-Blade stopping the Dragonite from dealing any further damage, and never mind, is left alone. Payson getting that final kill. Now Stormhammer stop the Earth Spirit's initiation. It's gonna be Lorem from Lorem 3, and they don't have any buybacks on anyone. Nobody has buybacks right now. The Puck does, the Earthshaker does, but they're on the enemy team. And your Tusk does as well, but there's also on the enemy team. Your base is falling to pieces. How are you supposed to defend this? Lorem Ipsum, the winner of the last Prodota Cup, suffering in Young Minds. Young Minds just coming back from below and trying to take this best of 3 by the Hordes, ensuring the win completely. Look at this go. Lorem Ipsum barely able to defend this. 416. They hit him with a Nightmare. What is the Fiend Script? They don't have it available. The duel isn't either. 2 more seconds. They need some space. MyPro. Oh, that was a bit too early on the duel. They even save him with a snowball. The Puck is perfectly fine. They're going to stop MyPro from doing any further damage by E-Blading Dagoning him. The shotgun to the face ensures the kill in this disgrace. MyPro calls the GG. Lorem Ipsum is out. They will end this last game with a win for Young Minds, 2-1. Liquipedia was right. Young Minds take this series against the Thai team. And with this, guys, we will be... And this guys will be done with the games today. I hope you've enjoyed the cast for this Young Minds Lorem Ipsum game, best of 3. If you didn't, feel free to tell me why. But if you did, feel free to follow me on Twitter at the Swordfish. As of course, do check out our sponsor XBet so that they can win. So you can use code BOUNTYX, a nice €100 deposit, and of course bet on your favorite Prodota Cup teams with the most favorable odds and the highest payouts. That said, guys, it's been a pleasure casting for you guys. My name has been the Swordfish. I'll come back tomorrow or later today with some more Prodota Cup. For now, we're gonna close the stream, so I'll see you guys Bye.